Bear Element, Episode 2, recorded 11 April 2012.
Hello. What was that, Mike?
The Bear Element has been erected in 2012.
There you go. Did your phone go off?
It's vibrating.
It's vibrating. Everybody put your phones on
But it's
airplane.
800 number. I know it's a credit card.
Oh, no. Bill collectors.
No hablo inglés.
All right.
I know nothing.
800 numbers don't sleep.
You put your mouth on the mic, Mike.
800 numbers don't sleep.
There you go.
They don't.
I think they do have hours that they have to do, though.
So who was in town this Sunday?
Oh, I believe Jesus was in town.
Jesus.
Lots of bunnies.
The Hunky Jesus concert?
Yeah, well, actually...
Concert? Contest? Did you have fun?
You're still a virgin.
I'm still a Hunky Jesus virgin.
You know, I actually have never been either.
Ah.
I've lived here for 15 years, and I've never been. I don't know why.
There's so many events there. You can miss the whole contest and not even be part of it and still have a really good time. I don't think I was there Sunday. This is Mike. And I didn't see one contest.
Well, I happened to pick a spot right behind the palm trees where we couldn't really see the stage.
Well, for the people that have never been, why don't you guys who were there this weekend sort of give a recap?
Well, it's the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, and they put on basically a party in Dolores Park, and they have all sorts of contests and bands and music and all things related to Easter, and they no holds barred, and it is very sacrilegious.
It's very San Francisco.
Very
San Francisco.
irreverent.
It's very mixed crowd too. It's straights and gays. And
Oh yeah, very mixed.
And they have things for kids of all ages
at
and
11
sizes.
they start that Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, so
And they just opened the new playground there, too.
Yeah.
woohoo.
There's lots of nudity.
Lots of nudity.
There was lots of nudity.
Even with the kids, yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting mix of people.
Lots of wine. I had way too much wine.
And I heard that Suppository Spelling did quite a show.
Is that one of the drag queens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suppository spelling?
Yeah.
Yes.
She was and I think the winner
love
was
that one.
Funky Jesus, who had an upside down cross that turned into an electric guitar.
Oh,
That's
wow.
awesome.
I think that's who won this year. I just saw it the next day on the news. But
And that's the thing that's cool about it. I was out of town because Bill's family has the big fat, Italian Easter.
Uh-huh.
We were down in Salinas. So, it was in the paper. It was on TV. It was very well covered for being such an eclectic event.
Oh, wow.
we did have one noticeable thing. Our whole group noticed this is going to be kind of sexual, but everyone had their pubic hairs grown back in. We were laughing because a couple years ago it seemed like everyone was shaved. I know this is kind of random, but
What do you the people entering the contest?
everywhere, there's lots of very skimpily dressed people everywhere, and we were commenting on people's bushes.
It's
being
the
grown
bear
in.
influence,
Yeah.
right?
People are growing their hair back in.
Nice.
It is true. It's truly true.
Interesting.
So that was
Oh, funny.
Not at the Banya that Clay and I were at. We went to a Russian bathhouse a couple weekends ago, and
together.
him and his partner
Oh,
and our buddy girl Kat. Her name's Kat.
Yeah.
And they're all shaved. They shave themselves. All the Russian people, women,
Men?
completely shaved. No, the men had their pubes, but I didn't see any other body hair on the young ones. The older ones don't care.
I'm just loving that we're talking about pubes right off the bat.
Bum, ba-dum.
My friend was telling me just today, he was at the gym today, and there was a guy sitting on the bench, out by the lockers, and he had a razor and was just shaving his chest,
No.
stuff like that, and just banging the razor on the bench, to get all the hair out of it, and just shaving it and banging it on the bench. And he just got up and left all his trimmings on the fucking bench.
Oh, are you
That's
serious?
a topic.
It's
There's a guy at this gym over here, Gold's too. He stands there when I get there, and then I'll be there for 2 hours. He'll be still shaving, just standing there, and all of his hair clippings are touching the sink, and his dong just resting on the sink. Whatever, but that can't be hygienic.
Hygienic. No, I don't.
A dong
think
on the
it's hygienic.
sink? Probably
Dong juice
not.
on your hands. Anyways, but Hunky Jesus
That's why
was
they
fun.
have Purell.
And I saw a lot of sunburned folks.
Mm-hmm.
Wear sunscreen, people.
I heard a lot of people got sunburned. I
Yeah, it
didn't
was-
because
it
I
was
was sitting in
warm.
the shade.
It always seems to be warm, I think, in Sunday.
Well, it really wasn't that warm. Warm for here.
When it's 40, everyone takes their shirts off.
Yeah, Dolores Park is the beach, basically.
Yeah.
If there's good weather, then that's where people take their shirts off. But
lots of pot cookies being sold. It's like such
Really?
a business. Yeah. I think there's more pot cookies being sold than regular cookies. Like I would never buy anything at the park. Jello shots, pot cookies, pot brownies.
they just walk around.
Yeah.
Actually, I did see them walk
And
around.
there's
yeah.
police everywhere too, so I can never figure out the law behind that. Like,
Well, a lot of people they won't say pot cookies, just like, yeah, I want special cookies for sale.
Special cookies.
Magic cookies, magic brownie, whatever.
Yeah. Be very careful.
So hopefully I'll get to see this Hunky Jesus contest before it goes out of fashion.
oh, this was their 33rd year, so I think it's another
Yeah, it's
institution.
been a long time.
The sisters do a lot of really good work. They can drive me up the wall, but they do a lot of good work.
Oh, they do amazing stuff.
They do, but
Absolutely.
they're in a group. They can be really annoying.
Well, they all demand attention.
I love them to
It's
death.
part of their
but
personality, yeah.
I recently had it out with one because she was feeling up my boyfriend. We're at a bar and she's feeling my boyfriend for like, it's okay for like a second. But then after like the third second, I was like, listen, just because you're wearing clown makeup doesn't mean you can feel my, you know,
It's called face.
Yeah, it's true. It's just a weird little thing, I guess, when you're in drag.
That you can get away with a lot
Yeah.
more than what you can
But
without
after
it. Yeah.
10 minutes of his hand like on my boyfriend's like crotch, I was like, enough.
Enough already.
Yeah.
Really? So you felt jealous?
It did.
How interesting. That's
Well,
nice.
Well, it's somebody feeling up your boyfriend. Why wouldn't you?
Well,
why
like for like
wouldn't you
10
be jealous?
minutes. I allowed the first 9.
So Hunky Jesus brought to you by
Give me that
Grabby
one for
Sisters.
free.
Exactly.
But their work is incredible. That's the message that I wanted to end with.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Well, that's cool. Ta-da, a San Francisco institution, no doubt.
Absolutely. And the old IBR had the sisters doing bingo, which was just a blast and was a huge highlight for me
Mhm.
Oh, fun.
coming to town. It really was.
Do they have a chapter down in San Diego?
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're everywhere. Absolutely everywhere.
So, speaking of San Francisco institutions, a little company called Instagram hit the news.
Yeah, I love Instagram. I use Instagram all the time.
I don't really understand it. Could you explain it to me? Like, I'm an Android person.
Once you discover it, you're like, why do I want to use anything else? Because it does everything in one button.
Like, what do you mean? Like, it's
Okay.
not. I'm assuming it's just photographs.
No, you take it's layered. It's like an onion,
Blooming onions.
like an ogre. It's complicated. It has layers. It's you open up the app, and at the top you
Wait,
put your little
wait.
saying in.
You open up Facebook, and then you open up the app.
No.
Right?
Oh, now you do.
Right.
Yeah,
But
let's just say I've never.
Because it was
ever-
bought by
Yeah,
Facebook.
where does even if I say I want to sign up for Instagram, where does one even start?
Okay.
I don't know.
You go to
You
Google
download
Play
the app.
because you're an Android, so you go to Google Play, the old Android market, and it's an app.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You do know how to download apps for your
Oh,
Android,
yes.
right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
But I just don't know what you do with it. I just see pretty pictures.
Well,
I guess I'm not explaining it now. Go ahead.
you can take a photo, or something that you've already taken, and you can apply a bunch of different filters for it to make it look like old classic type photos and everything like that. You can geotag it for whatever your location is. You can caption it however you want to do it, and then you upload it and share with it's like Twitter or whatever where people are following you.
You can say,
and-
I wanted to go to Facebook, but I don't want it to go to Foursquare. But I want it to go to Tumblr, but I don't want it to
go
to Twitter. Right.
Right.
And then it's very flexible that way. And it's one shot. It's a one-shot deal.
That's exciting.
and it can
And you
make-
don't have to do multiple postings to all of the social.
right.
It's
And it
wonderful.
can make even the most boring photo look really cool.
Yeah, they all look really
Yeah.
vintage. Yeah.
Everybody's photos look fantastic.
Especially someone I'm really pink because I'm like German Irish.
You just go through the filters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it takes the pink away.
There you go. It's amazing. I love it. It's a great app. Makes
Yeah.
life a lot easier.
So they got bought for a few bucks by Facebook, huh?
Yeah, some pocket change.
Pocket change. I
Just
said
a little.
How many billion was it? Was it 1 billion?
1 billion.
Yeah, that's
For a 7-person company, was it?
a dozen or two, I think. I don't remember, but it was
That
I think
isn't
like a dozen people.
that isn't driving any revenue.
It's a new company too, right? I mean, they haven't been around for
A few
years, have they?
A few years, I think they.
I mean, that's even more impressive that they got so much
No, I think they launched it in 2009.
Can you
Anyway.
do nude pictures?
No.
Is
No,
it
it's
adult
actually like
G?
Twitter, where everybody can see everybody else's
Oh,
posts
so it's no-
and pictures.
Right.
It's G-rated though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of like
Whatever.
the same photo policies as you'd find on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
So, but I mean, I've seen some really cool stuff on there. It's a good time waster. I actually haven't posted anything to it in a long time, but every now and then I'll go through and look through my
Do
feed.
you follow people?
All
Mhm.
my postings are from Instagram. I barely do any from the individual apps.
There's so many apps to keep up with though.
I know.
I just signed up to Pinterest. Pinterest.
But that's the
lately.
point, Mike.
Pinterest.
Is you just
Just,
do the one. Just do Instagram.
Well, I'm gonna use my Android and sign up because I'm not an iPhone person.
Well,
Whatever.
They went like
know.
1 million downloads on Google Play, like right away. I
Yeah,
think
like the first day it was like a
like
million
first
people
24 hours, 1 million downloads. They're up to 5 million now, and so it's
But Google Play is the app store for.
it's the new replacement for the Android market. They now
Oh.
call it Google Play.
Okay.
So
I don't know these things.
keep up with all that. Yeah, I was reading a very. I work as a temp, and I have a lot of time on my hands. So I found this article today, and it was 10 things that you should never post on Instagram, and it was just this snarky thing like vacation. Really? Wow! No, none of us has ever been on vacation. Thanks. Yeah, because that picture of the palm trees has never been taken before ever, and the filter makes it look so good. Yeah, it was really kind of funny to read it with a real snarky inner monologue, but.
There you go.
Was there anything that was just sort of not quite so obvious?
No.
Now I need to look up this damn article. Thanks.
Yeah. It's funny. You know, people when they're sometimes it's funny to read things that people think are really snarky, and it's like, okay, but that's nothing that anybody hasn't already thought. You know,
Right.
I mean, you get some credit for writing it down, I suppose. But
And that person who wrote the article is on a beach in Hawaii posting pictures.
yeah,
You know,
right.
'Cause it's just like you're in the moment. And you just want to share it with everybody.
Yeah, I always struggle with the postings. It's like because I'm not very clever, and
Yes, you
so
are.
I always just post what I'm doing, and then everybody else has all these great things that they post, articles. And,
Well, and then sometimes when you have a really good idea, like let's say you're at somebody's house and everybody's taking off their shoes, and you take a picture of their shoes and you're trying to post it to Facebook, and somebody else does it before you do, you get all mad, right?
I do that with my website because I get up early in the morning. I try to post a lot of really current news stuff, and I'm always pissed off when I see like,
someone else already
yeah,
does it.
it's up, it's there. I'm like, ugh. Or it's even more exciting if I post it first, and then I see like 5 minutes later they have it posted,
I was just teasing
They're
Vito.
copying you.
and I'm only reposting it
who's-
from like Huffington Post or something. But still, there's a few sites I always want to beat.
Right.
Always, I won't mention them.
Well, I was teasing Vito because we were at a party and we both took pictures of the shoes by the door, and I got mine posted before he did. So before his refresh, he's like, "You already posted that? I was doing that."
Bastard.
So what are your Instagram?
Oh, I'm not on Instagram yet.
Oh, that's what you were talking about. What about you?
Well, I'd rather not say.
Or you have to have a handle as well, like
Yeah.
a screen name, username.
Right.
I'm
What
real
are-
picky about that stuff.
How about
I
you?
need to have met the person before I make him a Facebook friend, Instagram friend, anything.
Well, you
Friend.
said yourself, like Instagram's something that's set up where anybody can go in there and look at your stuff.
Right.
I mean, if somebody wanted to find you, they could.
Yeah, they could.
So what about you, Tim? What's your name?
It's Big V Bear, but there's no guarantee that if you friend me, you can see my pictures, but there's no guarantee that I'm going to
What
friend
is yours,
you.
Tim?
Tim East Bay.
Tim's taint.
You're back to
Tim's
my
taint.
taint again, aren't
Yeah.
Okay.
Twats from Tim's taint.
Tim's taint.
Bling,
10
bling.
minutes.
Oh, I thought I had that muted. Sorry.
Well, I'm gonna totally sign up now.
Give me a Nutter Butter.
you? I hate you all.
There's Nutter Butters and there's
Good
wafers, there's
snacks.
pretzels.
And we're all in Vito's living room.
No, we're not. We're in the Castro again.
Vito's spacious
Oops.
living room. Mm.
Yes, we're broadcasting from the illustrious Bank of America building in the Castro at the corner of Market.
It just
and
reminds me how poor I am. So if you want to send money to my PayPal account, just kidding. But no, really.
You'll find us suggestive
But-
photos on Instagram. You can
No,
donate.
really.
Well, actually, since we're talking about that, I want to pimp the website.
Oh yeah.
It's not it's just bearelement.com, bearelement.com. And it's going to be all up and running by the time this goes out.
Woohoo.
It's gonna be a very attractive site.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time on it. I think it's going to be awesome.
Thank you, Vito.
Oh, you're welcome.
But Scarlett needs a better picture. That's
Okay.
kind of a
Send it on.
kind of a
Send it on.
mopey picture of her.
All mopey, yeah.
She wants a cookie.
Clay, you have a really good talking voice.
Oh, thank you.
Your voice always calms me down.
Oh.
When I'm twirling over here in a moment, I just look over at you and you calm me down.
Well,
You
it's
have a good
it's
radio voice.
It's okay. How do you feel about that? Do you feel okay?
Yeah,
Now I
exactly.
feel uncomfortable.
Tell me how you feel about that.
Why don't you lay down
You're
here?
turning
Just
How do you
even
really
pinker.
feel?
Yeah.
Pinker.
Pinker.
We'll just Instagram my face after this.
There we go. And then
There you
we'll
go.
filter
Is that
out the pink.
Well, we're going to have a Facebook link to go to a Facebook page, the link to subscribe to us on iTunes, and our Twitter account. And we're going to decide who's going to be posting to that, or maybe we all will.
That'll be fun.
And we'll post
Interactive's good.
when we're going to be recording, and just put links and things associated with what we're talking about, and it should be a good time.
And we can validate ourselves too by the amount of likes we get. Like if we put up a picture and nobody likes it, we
Oh,
suck.
right.
We suck. But if we
Little
get 10,
positive affirmation.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
Oh, and comments,
Those are good. Feedback.
comments.
Yeah, on the
Comment
Facebook
on
page.
everything
Facebook
on the
page.
Facebook and on the website. All right.
Absolutely. Well, any other insights into the $1 billion acquisition of Instagram by Facebook?
Other than just, holy crap, those guys struck gold.
I did read that probably the best thing that Facebook will get out of this are all the quote new users, although it seems like a lot of people that are on Instagram are probably already on Facebook, so I'm not quite sure about that.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that are really up in arms, like, all the implications of, just their privacy. What this means to their privacy, people that are on Instagram, that aren't on Facebook, because of all the privacy issues.
But if everything that you post to Instagram is available to everybody else, you really have sort of relinquished your privacy, haven't you?
Well, it's a matter of what Facebook does with it versus what Instagram does with it. It's not a matter of showing photos. It's a matter of everything else that everybody has access to.
Gotcha. Well, moving on to our next topic of the day, texting.
Texting.
Tick, tick, tick.
Well, I had an incident.
Ooh, a texting
I was going to
incident.
go on a date, and
Wah, wah. I see where this is not going.
and to meet the person, and we were texting back and forth, and he goes,
Baby.
he decides to, I don't know, I don't even remember what we were talking about. Oh, I said, oh, I'm going to be getting my mail in the Castro. Why don't we meet in the Castro, maybe at Bearbucks or someplace? And he sends like this 2-paragraph tirade about how he never comes to the Castro and how terrible it is.
And it comes in and beep, beep, because it can't be in one message too, right?
Right. Multiple messages. And about Bearbucks, that he would never set foot in Bearbucks. And he used the word hate, and he used another expletive, like really strong words. And I was just like, okay, this is
what?
really indicative of a personality that I don't even want as a friend, let alone someone to date, that can hate a geographical location and not step foot in a business.
Yeah, sounds homophobic.
These are like traits that I really don't want to have in my life. Is that too strong?
Well,
I mean,
Was it all
I
caps?
think so.
Was he yelling? There you go.
I can certainly appreciate that somebody they just don't have a good time coming to the Castro, so would rather not. But just to put like a blanket statement, like, I hate going there, or I hate the people there, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, why don't we go to Hayes
And
Valley,
in a text message to somebody you don't even really know yet, right? You're
That's a
getting
lot
to
of
know. That was pretty
negative.
intense, right? Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that's all about.
And then when I told him that I was sorry that I didn't
Clay
think that we would
Canadian.
be compatible.
I'm wearing my Canadian shirt, eh?
Okay.
Posers.
He wrote something back, and I didn't read the whole thing. And on the bottom, it said something about, that it's sad, or that I'm sad
That the
Oh,
Castro.
that we didn't
Wow.
meet or something.
Oh.
He was really looking forward to it. And I was flattered, but I was like,
What was your reply? Did you come back with him? Like, did you kind of call him out on it?
I did. I said, I'm so, I'm
that's
so
a
sorry.
lot
I was
of-
like, I need, I did. I was nice.
At least identified it. Like,
But what got me was this was all via text. I
Yeah.
never met the man.
Slightly
Have you
inappropriate.
ever even talked on the phone?
No.
Wow.
So is that something with this day and age? I'd never done anything like that before. First of all,
Well, it's interesting because when you started telling the story, I thought there was going to be some confusion.
Me too. Like,
And you and I have certainly experienced that trying to have lunch or whatever. And I was totally getting ready just to ride your ass about you being sort of a textard, but because oftentimes with you, it's like, okay, we need to talk on the phone because otherwise this isn't going to happen.
well,
Pretty much, yeah.
autocorrect, autocorrect plays in. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually weird because I do with my partner. He hates to talk on the phone. Absolutely hates it.
I start hating on talking on the phone
And
too.
so it's like the majority of my contact with him, unless where it's in person, it's all via text message. I mean, so like, throughout the day, it's like, I think before we actually met in person, we had never talked on the phone. It was only actually, it was just all via text and everything. So it was.
Have you ever had
really
any?
careful about what exactly it is that I'm saying to make sure it comes across the right way?
Right, have you ever had any misunderstandings?
I have with like smiley
Not-
faces or exclamations. Like, you can't tell if the person's being passive aggressive or they're being serious. Like, they'll say something kind of snarky, but then put a smiley face at the end.
What?
Where,
So
like,
it's sarcasm.
With
Right?
James, not so much. Haven't really had any troubles with it. I mean, he's really good at throwing in the LOLs, blah blah blah, and like all like that. So you know where his point is. But I mean, I've certainly had with other people where.
Well, I'd send a text to
the
Clay
passive
about something about sticking the phone up his butt. It would be closer to him, and he'd feel the vibration because he didn't get the text message I sent him.
oh,
And I was like, "Oh God, is he going to interpret this wrong? Is he going to think? Is he going to get that I'm just trying to be funny, or is he going to be mad at me?"
Well, the only reason I got mad is because I'm very compliant, and you know how hard it is to clean a phone after you've done that. Let me tell you, it's
well, do you not have your phone on, like the ringer on? Because my partner drives me nuts because he's a school teacher, so he always has his phone off. So he only has it on vibrate. And so whenever I'm in need of a quick response, like I was picking on a movie the other day, I called him 4 times. And he goes, I wasn't around my phone because he never turns the ringer on. It drives me crazy.
Well, that happens to me at work.
Crazy.
Sometimes. I'll put it down on the desk, and then I'll walk off. And
And he also has iPhone and AT&T. We have a lot of miscommunication with our services. I have Sprint,
yeah.
and he has AT&T.
oh,
Like, I'll send him a message from the Castro, walk home, and then he'll get the message after I'm home.
oh wow.
So it's
one of the reasons I'm with Verizon is I used to get my text messages on my AT&T phone at 2 a.m. It's like they saved them up, and then they would send them.
I have had zero problems with AT&T up here. I had problems with AT&T in San Diego all the time.
Like
I
if I
had
tell
no
him to
issues up here.
like if I tell him to bring home ice cream and he doesn't get the goddamn message, then he comes home and nothing.
Oh, he's in
He
trouble.
gets a beat.
Fuck that.
No sex.
No,
So-
just weird stuff. Like
So
that.
let's go around the room. What's your preference? Talk on the phone or text? How would you prefer to communicate?
I like talking on the phone.
Vito?
Oh, definitely on the phone.
Yeah.
Definitely on the phone. I love text messaging though, also for uncomplicated things,
like
for
addresses or
just really quick blurbs that there's no way that you could screw it up. But if it gets any more complex than that, then I get into trouble. It's not good.
Yeah. I sorry to jump back in, but I mean, my best friend, we talk on the phone usually about once a day just to say, hey, have a 5-minute conversation, whatever, but yeah.
What about you, Mr.
I've
Frank?
turned into I really like just texting. I'll make calls, like if it's those infrequent calls, like to family that I talk to like once a month. I'll make a phone call, but I prefer just to text anymore.
Well,
Unless it's like someone I don't talk to.
some of the
often.
older folks, I can't get my dad to text.
Yeah.
I've tried my hardest.
Well, that's
and he won't
that's
do
true.
it,
Then that's why I'll call. But yeah, I prefer to text. That.
I'm a chatty Cathy. I like to talk, but since I spend a lot of my time at work on the phone, I will text pretty liberally.
But I'm also one of those people I don't sit on the bus and talk on the phone.
Oh,
So
God.
or at the gym. So and I still like when I actually get a phone call, I'll like stop and I'll hide in like a little alcove and talk. So that might be the issue too. Like I'm not comfortable just like sharing my business with everybody on the phone.
Yeah.
Actually drives me crazy.
Oh yeah, it happens on the bus. You find people that'll ring and they'll go, "Okay, I'm on the bus. I'll call you back." And then the other people go, "Hey, how's it going?" and start talking at the top of their lungs. It's like
That happened to us in a movie theater a few years ago. And this person's like,
I have it.
"What? I'm at the movies. Yeah, no, yeah." And she's yelling, and we're like, "Okay, someone shoot her."
That's
in
when the
head.
devil child in me comes out and I throw things.
my God, you didn't say
And
anything?
they say things.
No, because in those situations, it's best that I bite my tongue lest I say something heinous and horrible.
And get the shit kicked out of you.
Oh no, I'm pretty scrappy. I just don't want to start a
You
riot.
just reminded me that I forget what movie we went to go see. It might have been Wally or something like that. But it
Time's
was,
up.
I was with my ex, and the girl sitting in the seat next to him took out her phone and was starting like to respond to a text or something like that.
Ooh,
And
that's
he's
So
like,
the bright light.
Ooh.
yeah, and he like turns over and it's like, will you put that away? It's like, no. It's like, put it away. I'm trying to watch the movie. And he ended. Maybe I shouldn't tell.
Did you get in a fight?
He ended up grabbing her phone.
Wow.
Okay, that's not appropriate.
Yeah.
Wait, is this
It
her
was-
boyfriend or someone else?
No, this is my ex talking to her.
Holy crap.
So it's like I was like, I don't believe he just.
You
did
see,
that.
that's a personality trait.
Yeah.
X is probably a reason why.
But this could
No,
go
I'm not
into more
going to say that. I
texting,
love him
though.
a lot. We're still good friends, but yeah,
Yeah.
it was weird. I ended up. I was like, after that, I was like, I gotta go.
Well, we were.
I walked out. I was like, I'm.
No,
sorry,
you go
I
get
gotta
the
go.
manager and you
Yeah.
say, "I want my money back," and you get those people kicked out.
We were at the men's chorus show at the Davie Symphony Hall a couple weeks ago, and the people next to us were talking a lot, and they were texting and all this kind of stuff. It was kind of rude. But then one of them pulls out her iPad, and that big
God.
bright screen, and we were up pretty high, and so
That's just
we're
clueless. People are.
in a small little space,
Clueless
maybe
of the personal
15 people in
space.
our section, and somebody just instantly was like, "Put that away right now. That is rude." And he just, an older gentleman, and he had some,
Right.
Well, that just
some
applies
power.
to like all text messaging and use in general. Like, I almost daily get hit by people on a car. Like when people are coming into a right turn at a stop sign and they're just on their phone or texting. Oh, I get so mad. I swear to God, this is going to sound violent. Like if I ever got hit by a woman, or anybody, but a woman makes it sound worse. But I swear, if there was like a 80-year-old grandma hit me in the car, and I was able to get up, I would drag her out of the car and beat her up for texting
Didn't
or
a lady
talking.
get jail time for texting because she had a baby in the car and she was texting?
Probably. I think it's happened often.
Right, and I
But
think they're
every day,
totally
and people on
using
their
her.
phone too. I started pretend I'm taking pictures of people when they're at the stoplight. I come up next to them. And I'm like, I got you. But then the thing is, I end up looking like the crazy person.
But you know what? When they did a news report on that, and the
It makes me
cameras,
so mad.
the TV cameras were focused on people that were texting while they were driving, flipping off the TV cameras. People.
Oh, is that TV show? People behaving badly.
No, it's just a regular newscast, and they were talking about.
There's nothing that makes me more mad. Like I swear to God,
Well,
Incredible Hulk. would
when
come out.
I don't drive anymore, but when I did, I have to say that I was guilty of it occasionally. And
I don't know.
I was
I want to
was
go
a bad
kill the
boy.
people's family,
Yeah.
dog.
I want them dead. I want their family
But
dead.
it's
I want
getting
their
to
house
the
burnt
point
to the
now
ground.
where-
Sorry, James.
It's-
Peaches will be okay.
It's up to the point where it's almost as bad as drinking and driving.
Yeah, they just need
Yeah.
more stricter fines. I guess.
I don't know.
Well, what is it now? It's like $160 or
Yeah,
something
it
like
needs
that.
to be more threatening.
Yeah.
Well, they have the apps
Well,
now that'll translate for you if you really need to text.
Oh, voice to text.
Yeah, voice to text.
Won't Siri do that on the iPhone 4?
Oh, Siri.
I'm gonna send a text, biatch.
Anyway,
I don't. I
You
don't
don't
feel
gotta
comfortable
get
being in the
on
middle of this.
girl, please.
Can you break dance on cardboard too?
No.
You look cute spinning on your back. You look cute.
Nice.
So, Mike, didn't you have a topic you wanted to talk about
Well,
tonight?
Yeah, what was that
I
all
throw
about?
the topic of poop,
Poop.
but poop's so wide spread and messy.
Care to narrow it down?
I got something. Have you ever
Maybe
gone to the doctor?
streamline it a little bit?
Have you, hold on, we can't all talk at the same time.
Poop.
What?
Stop it.
How we-
So,
So,
have you ever gone to
have
the
you ever gone to
doctor,
the doctor?
and the nurses
and the
said,
nurses said,
"I'm gonna cut you"?
I think Clay smoked a little crack tonight.
Just a little bit.
Have you ever? And the nurse says, "This is how you want your poops to look."
Oh yeah, I love talking about poop. So yeah, I've looked at poops in books and stuff. Like, well, I've
Everybody
read the, like,
poops.
nursing programs and the nurse poop. What made me think of this whole topic is I can't say my friend's name, but he texted me. Oh, this goes back to texting. He was on some new medication. He texted me earlier to say that he sharded,
Sharded? Not even shat?
shit and farted at the same time. Like,
"Yeah,
I
you want-
But then
sharded.
that started making me think about poop and Like there's so many poop on the street. Me and my boyfriend literally have this bond when we're walking down the street because San Francisco has so many dogs that we push the other one out of the way off the poop on the sidewalk. We're like poop control, poop control. But
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm still scraping the poop off the bottom of one of my shoes, and I always pick Scarlett's poop up.
Oh, I hate it when I step on poop while I'm walking.
Yeah, I'm amazed at the number of people that. James lives in this fairly nice place in Sunnyvale, and
it went from really nice to fairly nice.
Wait, remind me who
seconds.
James is.
Anyway.
James is your boyfriend, right?
Yes, James is my boyfriend.
Okay.
Partner.
Lover.
And I walk his dog often, but for how nice this place is, I'm amazed at the number of people there that do not fucking clean up after their dog. And it's like, the number of times that I've stepped in. Well, actually, I've only stepped in poop once because it was dark out. But
have you ever stepped in poop with bare feet?
Not there.
Okay.
But I have before.
Oh yeah.
But
you stepped in poop on your bare feet?
I have done that in Hawaii. Yeah, it's not cute.
I don't think I have.
But this is not the sexy talk we should be having, right?
It's not.
Are we
It's
supposed
not
to
the
be-
sexy poop talk you were hoping for.
Our explicit tag wasn't
Has
for that.
anybody seen? There's some book that it was. I've seen it several years ago, and it's all like really high definition photos, like stylishly shot photos of animal poop.
Really?
Like all different types of like elephant poop and ostrich poop and
Hey,
like
Vito,
all
you want
sorts of
another
stuff.
better?
That's actually not called poop. That's called scat. Animal poop is called scat.
Anyway,
I did
call it what
an
you
adventure,
will.
an
It's
overnight
a bunch
adventure
of animal poo.
at the San Diego
I think I'm
Zoo,
gonna have another better.
we had to identify different scats, and our team won. The gay guys won. It was awesome.
Imagine that gay guys won at scat.
Well, no, the reason we won is because of me, actually, because of my extra credit. I had to eat worms for extra credit.
See how easy it is to talk about poop?
What kind of worms?
Just the little bloodworms, the real skinny little bloodworms. It was in a sauce, like a teriyaki sauce.
Oh, so it wasn't like
So they weren't
moving
alive.
little
Off the stick.
mealworms?
No, they
or
were
anything?
alive.
Oh, they were alive.
They were alive.
Oh,
Did you
wow.
swallow it whole or chew it up?
I don't remember.
If there's any skateboarders out there, you'll appreciate that reference.
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Never mind.
I chewed it up.
Skate or die.
Chewed it
Tim.
up.
Yes, I just rolled my eyes at Mike.
Skate or die.
Skate
Tim's
or die.
pretty eyes. I mention that all the time. We should tell each other how good we look and everything. 'cause
And we
that's
also
our
need to
fucking
remind the people listening who we are. Like I'm Vito,
Mike.
and,
Clay.
Tim.
and that way
And
they
I'm
learn
Fire.
our voices, so they know that it's us talking.
Clay is the element. Let me try to remind Vito's
Well, we're all elements.
What am I again? Am I water?
I'm water.
and Tim's
I'm
air.
water.
Oh, Tim
I'm
is
water. I'm the Aquarius.
Oh,
I'm water.
Vito's air.
we'll fight over it, I guess.
You're what?
I'm fire, but I'm really an airhead.
Well, you're fire. Yeah, you'd be air then.
Okay, I'll be air.
And Clay.
And Wolfgang
Clay's
is
earth,
Wolfgang's
obviously.
spirit.
I just was reminding myself out loud.
And we have a fifth element who's silent, spirit, Wolfie.
His mic's down. We can't hear him.
Hello.
Well, here, we'll let you talk. Let me turn your mic up. Hold on. Ready? Okay, go.
Hi.
That's it. That's all you got.
That's it.
What was our,
I said that was all you got.
what was our animal spirit?
Back to your console. Gosh.
I'm just teasing him.
Why isn't he wearing any clothes?
He knows I love him. Can't tell, huh?
Yeah.
We could all be naked right now. You would never know.
No, if we were naked, we'd all be giggling.
Sure.
So wow, we've talked 5 minutes about poop.
Poop.
See,
Do we want to talk 5 more minutes about poop, or we'd like to move
we're
on?
good with poop. We could talk
We're
about
good
all
with poop?
sorts of stuff. We will later. I love to talk about poop.
Oh, wait. I want to do
What
this
is your
next
fascination
transition.
with poop?
Okay.
Are you a brown hanky kind of guy?
No, not a brown hanky. I
Okay.
think this is going to be an honest moment, like Barbara Walters. Can we get serious? I have major stomach issues, and so I'm always going poop. So
Oh.
Did your friend
that's a
did your
that's
friend
a true
send you
share.
the text about sharding while he was driving?
No, he was walking home from the Castro and he sharted his pants.
Oh, no.
Poop is the word.
Oh, that's the worst.
Well, speaking of poop,
I don't
my fixation with poop is that I have to chase my dog around and pick up her poop.
right.
You know, and so I've taught her I taught her to go pee pee and poo poo on command. You know, and she has a little hand signal, and then when I'm trying to go to work, I'm like, hurry, let's go, do it. And so the running gag in my mind is always, you are going to pick up my shit. And that goes back years ago. I was flying into LAX airport over the 4th of July holiday from Honolulu, and a friend of mine came to pick me up, and he had to go check on the car or whatever, and he came back and he couldn't breathe. He was laughing so hard, and he kept trying to tell the story, and he was snorting and he was being silly. Long story short, it was when they first started checking baggage tags, and a very diminutive person at the airport told this rather large woman that she couldn't leave the baggage claim area without her baggage tag, and she's like, "This is my suitcase. I'm just going to leave." And he's like, "No, you have to show me your tag." And there was a little bit of language barrier and cultural barrier, and one thing led to another, and they both grabbed the suitcase. It went flying out of their hands, landed on the ground, and opened up. And
Does that have to do with poop?
I'm getting there. All her stuff is laying all over the place.
I literally forgot.
And the entire
Be patient, grasshopper.
the entire airport went silent all around them, and all of a sudden you heard, "You are gonna pick up my shit." To which he replied, "I don't pick up your shit. You give me cream tag." "You are gonna pick up my shit." And that story just resounds with me every time I'm out picking up Scarlet shit. Thank you.
Okay.
There you go.
I was just
Well, the kind of my transition isn't going to quite work as well now. But speaking of poop,
frothy.
what about Santorum? He's a piece of shit.
Yes.
And his beautiful daughter. Not being sarcastic.
You hate his daughter.
She's not
I don't know.
attractive.
The one in the
woman.
hospital?
No,
You hate her.
not the little baby.
God, Vito.
But you
The
hate
other
her-
daughter. That's
What else?
she looks just like him. A female version of him.
That's not a
Poor thing.
Oh, did
What's
anybody...
another reason you hate her besides what she looks like?
Just that's it. It's very
Okay.
shallow.
Really?
I don't know if she,
Shallow.
like,
I
was a
don't
bad
hate her.
speaker.
I feel sorry for her because she's just not attractive.
Does she have that horse face effect? Like
Oh,
Sarah.
She looks
Sarah Jessica?
exactly like him, but it's a female. That's terrible. It's terrible.
Did anybody see the picture of him from his university days with the beard, with his fraternity brothers?
No, I saw him on vacation with his shirt off.
Oh yeah, that was disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm scared to look at him with a photo of him with a beard because I might think he's cute.
I'm wrong. Like,
well, that was
I
the
probably
thing.
thought it
I
looked good.
don't want to look at that man and think he's in any way desirable.
Well, it was sort of under the caption of what went wrong, because when he was younger and had a full beard, it looked kind of cute, right?
Yeah, I bet he was quite liberal
He's
too.
probably radical because he was.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was the rest of the article, how he's misrepresenting,
Too many Santorum mishaps.
Would you-
Now he's straight.
Stop it with the mic. He's putting his mouth right on the mic like
He's
this.
deep throating
well,
Mike.
Mike like that. I don't know.
Mike like that.
Do you like that mic?
This mic?
Oh, the
M-I-C,
microphone.
not M-I-K-E.
see.
Silly.
All right.
All right.
Sorry, I'm just used to last time we recorded where we had to be right up on top of it. So.
Yes.
Yeah, it's true.
So
Things
Santorum.
change.
What else about Santorum?
So, do you think it was
He's
just
out.
inevitable that he would give up early, or because he claimed that he was in it for the long haul?
Well, what's really funny is that Newt is still in, kind of.
And Ron
kind
Paul.
of.
haven't
Right,
heard Ron
and their
Paul
numbers
name
just
in a
don't
while.
work. I mean, what's his name's bought everything with his commercials and
Romney, you mean?
Romney.
And the Newt's check bounced for the Utah primary, right?
It did.
Yeah, $500 check or something
Oh,
like
it's a
that.
tiny one too.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
And he's already basically conceded that he's not going to be the nominee, but he wants to stay in for the message.
The message
The principle.
that
Well, he
I'm a
stated, I think,
jerk
that
off?
he
Is
wants
that what
to
he
get
wants
Santorum's delegates. So I don't know.
Well, I don't
can you
know.
transfer
how that
delegates? Maybe at the convention.
I think Santorum can. I don't know. No idea.
No, we're clear of that. If someone wants to leave us a comment about how that all works, that would be great.
Back to this,
Sure,
we
I'll
already have the
clear
answer.
by the
Yeah,
time
right.
it's-
Yeah, exactly.
Up.
Yeah, exactly.
Between him, I don't know if we'd be better off with him or with Mitt Romney. I mean,
What?
at least with Santorum, we know where he stands, whereas Mitt Romney will say fucking anything. to
If
get
any
what he
Republican
wants.
gets anywhere close to the
believe me,
presidency,
I think it'd be an atrocity.
It'd be worse than atrocity. It would be like going back in time about 100 years. It's taken. I knew it would take 10 years to do the damage that Bush did to repair.
Undo, yeah.
At least 10 years to repair all that damage that he
Who do you
did.
think is the
I think
best
it'll take
chance
longer.
of like, going up against Obama? Like if someone's got
Well,
to.
everybody think because Romney's such a good-looking guy.
Right? I mean, those things
You know.
factor in, though.
I don't know.
You know.
It's so hard to say. I mean, because there's so many people out there that are already like behind Gingrich and behind Santorum and behind
So wherever their votes go,
behind
if they're canceled
Mitt
out.
Romney, all hook, line, and sinker because they're just willing to accept whatever they feed them. and like especially somebody like Mitt Romney, who has said, even throughout the campaign, he said so many things that contradict one another, and then he says, "Well, no, I never said that." Like,
right, and then Romney's
no,
being
we
the spin
record
master,
things, right? Yeah.
saying there's no war on women. The war on women is being run by the Democrats because of the economy. It's like, are you serious? Really?
You're the one that wants to rape people because they want an abortion.
Yeah, it's
I hate
unbelievable.
politicians. I kind of hate politicians, Democrats and Republicans, but I'm definitely
Well, I think that
Democrat.
I think the good news in getting all of the riffraff out of the way early is that whoever the nominee is going to be for the Republican Party has to court the hyper-conservative vote. It was McCain's downfall, and I can't imagine it won't be Romney's downfall.
No, it's the moderate vote, I think, that's going to count the most, and Romney is the most.
There is no moderate vote in the Republican Party.
Well, I agree
it's
with
negligible.
you, but he isn't a moderate. But he is as soon as he's the nominee, he's going to start going for the masses.
Right, and then the few people that are actually moderate, they can't, in good conscience, vote for somebody who's going to be the spearhead of this war on women and other crazy.
I love Rachel Maddow. I just wish she's could
awesome.
become president. That was
I watch her show.
I did before I had cable. I've actually been fortunate enough to meet her a couple times. Are you guys Rachel Maddow fans?
Yeah, I love Rachel Maddow.
She's smart. She's like everything like I could possibly ever think. She like says like really smart.
Which I used to feel the same way about Keith Olbermann, but he's had so much trouble. I don't know. I think maybe his ego is getting in the way a lot of these times, or he doesn't want to play the corporate game or something. I don't know what's going on. Why he keeps having trouble with the networks that he's on.
What about Anderson Cooper? This is totally off
Awesomeness.
topic. You like Anderson?
Oh yeah, he's great.
See,
I don't watch him.
I still am not convinced he's gay, and everyone laughs at me when I say that because he's not out, right? He's never come out of the closet.
Right. Correct, yeah.
And I guess, but there's pictures of him with boyfriends. But I swear to God, I'm not like I know straight people that are
Until
just
he
as
gives
gay
you a
as him.
blowjob, you refuse to believe it.
Yeah, like Tom Cruise. I mean, this is way off topic, but
Well, what about me? I'm super butch, and you. And okay.
well, you're
Wait, I have to
out.
mute my mic. I have to go to the bathroom. I just peed a little. So sorry.
Whatever it
He's
takes to
manly.
get through the day.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
I
to
bet
get
you
through
could
the
Of course you're so.
Anyways, I hate talking about politics. That's why I kind of like turned it into like light politics. On my side, I'm always like very light on politics, heavy on entertainment.
Well, did anybody see that quote from Santorum? He said, "I think if the American people thought about gay sex as much as I did, then they'd find it disgusting."
Oh,
right?
Did you see those paintings? Like someone actually made
Is that an actual quote
a
from him?
Yes.
Santorum.
It was on his
painting.
website.
Yeah, but
People
like,
thought about gay sex as much as I did.
Then they would find it.
Well, they made a
disgusting.
portrait of Santorum out of all gay porn. Like if you looked at it from across the room, it's
Right.
a portrait of
Yeah,
Santorum,
I
but
mean,
it was
if
all
you
made
think
out of
about
gay
something
porn.
so
That was
much,
brilliant.
I mean, it's just like if you eat the same thing over and over again, you just get sick of it. So it's like, if we were to eat, Nutter Butters, like for the next 3 hours, we'd be totally sick of them.
Enough
So
for
we
your
just have-
attitude, Tim.
Penis. How many years have you had penis?
Tim.
Not enough.
And are you sick of it? No, I didn't think so.
Well, the reason I brought that up is the study that came out with what I thought was a rather self-evident conclusion that the more homophobic you are, the chances are
You're hiding. That was this week that came out.
yeah, the chances are that you're really just
Suppressing
suppressing
some-
your strong gay urges,
Right.
and which reminded me of the whole scene in The Naked Civil Servant when Clinton Crisp, confronts the homophobe, the gay basher, and he calls him out for
Do you guys want to go
Secret
straight
people and
bashing
gay.
tonight?
yeah, let's get those hets.
Well, we could glitter bomb them, which is that,
Fabulous.
That always that this year made me laugh. Like I like seeing people glitter bombed, but I don't know how effective it was. But I thought it was hilarious.
So festive.
Passive aggressive.
It's just funny. But then they came out with the reports that actually the harm it actually do to someone's eye, and so then they
Oh, whatever.
It's all fun and games till somebody
gets her eye poked out by a handful of glitter.
Or rock salt in their slushy. Oh my god.
Or roofies in my Starbucks.
Oh. So-
Wait, Vito is
There's a
butch.
story.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry,
I gather information like all over. Then I just came back to that. Vito's butch.
That's right.
Sorry. I could bet he could change my
What?
oil.
Fucker.
Fucker. Does that mean butch?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that someday.
What?
What makes someone butch?
Yeah,
Because they
absolutely.
say fucker and they talk like that.
I don't know if we're the best
Cocksucker.
people to determine that, but
We can talk about it.
What?
yeah.
We can talk about what a girl Tim
We could go
is.
around the room and do the queer
Just
duck
kidding. I only
thing. Is he
pick on Tim
gay?
because he's cute.
Yes, of course. No, of course. Queer duck.
Queer Duck and Allie. What was it? Allie something Gator.
Was
Oh,
it
the character names.
right? Oh my gosh.
Wait, you
Was
guys
that a
are
TV
gay?
show?
It was
On
back in the
Showtime.
day. It was on Showtime, but before that, it was on
Oh,
this
that.
Icebox, icebox.com.
And you can
This
still
is
find it on
internet old school.
sho.com or whatever the
Yeah, this
Showtime's
is way
website is.
internet old school.
Speaking of TV,
Speaking of TV,
what are some of just get some more out there about us? What sort of TV shows do you guys watch?
Tim.
I'm gay. I watch Smash.
I'd
You
never
just
even
found out
heard
about
of
what
Smash.
is tonight.
No, I've
he
been
was
watching
saying
it
what
since
it
the
was.
beginning.
Well,
I watched Smash too.
I'm gonna one gay up you because I love I've never watched the show, but I really like Catherine McPhee, who was an American Idol contestant like a couple years ago because she's really pretty.
She's on the show.
Yeah, so I've never seen the show, but I know she's on it.
Oh, okay.
She's just one of those women like
I don't think
I
that
don't
one
want to
gays
stick it
up
to
me.
her, but she's really
Turn off his
really
mic.
attractive.
Click.
Click.
Mike's gone. Bye bye, Mike.
I appreciate
Mike's
the woman.
gone.
So what else?
I've been watching Dancing with the Stars. I don't know if I'm proud of that.
I like the voice.
But that's the thing about TV. You can like it. Who cares if it's cool or not cool?
It's okay.
My
you
buddy
know what I mean?
Kenny has
You
gotten me
enjoy
into these reality dance and singing shows, American Idol. I never used to watch them before, but I used to watch them with him in different places, and we talk about it, and it was fun.
Wednesday night is fun because you have Modern Family.
Survivor. Survivor's on Wednesday.
And I have a guilty pleasure watching The Middle, although Patricia Heaton can suck it.
Mhm.
So
You know what I really love?
Never
And I know
seen
this
that.
is so weird. I love Good Morning America. Sam Champion, who is the gayest thing on the planet, and then and then my buddy told me I didn't even realize Robin Roberts.
Oh yeah, Robert Roberts.
We think she's
He's gay.
that's a
Robin.
guy. It's a girl.
Oh, Robin.
Yeah.
She had
I don't know.
cancer.
I don't think we can get.
I don't know.
We can't get
I don't-
sued, can we?
I don't watch it. I don't know. Depends on who listens to it.
Well,
I like all
were
reality
they going to
TV
take our
shows.
microphones?
I started watching Survivor after a really long time, mainly because a lot of the stuff I'm watching right now is because my partner watched it. But started watching Game of Thrones, which
I've-
I really
I've
like.
seen one episode.
I'm watching the first
Netflix.
season
You
right
have
now.
Netflix? You can
No, just
rent them
on-
all
on
streaming.
demand.
Or the Blu-ray DVDs.
Watch The Big C. I really like.
Spartacus with the hot
Excuse
man on
me?
man
The
action.
Big C.
Big
Does that
C?
stand for what I think it stands for?
Cancer.
Oh,
Laura Linney's in it.
that's
Yeah,
right. I
That's
forgot.
that's a really great show. And they even had an episode where they go out to a bear bar,
Ah,
and Laura Linney's husband is getting picked up on, at this bear
I
bar,
heard that.
That's awesome.
which is actually a really funny episode.
Walking
else
Dead
do I
is
watch?
awesome.
I watched like the first couple episodes of that, and
It
I
just
just for
moves
whatever
really
reason.
slow. It moves like the pace of a movie, but it's like a TV show.
Uh-huh.
Well, when I had cable, I did True Blood. I was a big True Blood fan.
That's why
Yeah,
Neighbors with
I like
cable
that a
comes
lot,
in really
too. I
handy.
just-
I don't have cable either, but our building has like a True Blood night or
Oh, okay.
a RuPaul's Drag Race night.
There you
that's
go.
a fun show.
I mean, the Giants game.
fucking A, dude.
So I make
yeah.
my boyfriend watch all the reality shows. Like he's never watched like Amazing Race or Survivor, America's Next Top Model. But I watch all the shows. But then he has turned me into a Trekkie. We have watched like Deep Space Nine. We have watched the Enterprise. Wait, is
I've
that it?
seen them all.
And now he just turned me on to the Voyager. We watch
Voyager
at
is
least.
my favorite.
We're on Voyager now, and I can't wait to that girl Kess with the blonde hair.
Kess, to go away.
Yes,
She's going away soon. You'll be okay.
I can't get up past her hair.
There are some amazing episodes once you get past
We're
Kess.
we're on just started season 2.
The Year of Hell is one of my favorite.
Anyway, so he's turned me into a Trekkie, and I've turned him. I think I've lowered his
and the-
IQ by making
And the
him watch
season
reality.
finale is for the whole series is really awesome too.
Well, we're not going to have our season finale, but it is getting close to time for us to wrap this up. So, who wants to start our back scratches?
Do some back scratches.
Clay.
Go Clay.
Oh,
Go Clay.
not ready.
Right.
What's that blank look in your eyes, Clay?
What?
I'd like to back scratch Scarlet.
Oh, Scarlet likes a back scratch. Right above the tail. Scratch, scratch, scratch.
Mm-hmm. Cat.
There you go.
Jesus
There you go,
Christ.
Yeah, good back scratch to our friend Kat.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a big back scratch goes out to the big fat Italian family of my partner Bill.
Are they
Oh,
all
there you
fat?
No,
Is fat a
It's
bad
just-
word? Okay.
No, it's just like my big fat Greek wedding.
Yeah.
I just call it my big fat Italian
Yeah, large.
Easter, Christmas, whatever. Homemade raviolis, delicious ham.
They sound fat.
It was good
They sound
food.
fat.
Oh, and a back scratch to whoever at the Chronicle put out the recipe for the strawberry ricotta Pop Tarts.
What?
That was awesome. I made those. So enough from me. What about you, Mr. Mike? Back scratches for
Mike?
That's my.
I am going to make this short and sweet because Clay forgot who I was.
what?
I'm going to scratch
What's
someone's back
going on?
that's actually in the room. I'm going to back scratch Vito because he's put so much work into making this night happen.
Yay,
So that's
Vito.
quick. Yeah, she's done everything. Like I feel like I've kind of just showed up and been pretty. Just kidding.
You are pretty.
But my scratching is to Vito's back and his lower
Thank
back
you.
and
It's-
the
it's
top of his butt.
A labor of love.
The top of his butt. What's that little patch of hair at top of the butt? Like lower back?
The sin patch.
Man, right there.
You'll never see it unless you're
That
committing
drives me
sin.
nuts. Whenever I
in a
help,
good way.
yeah, in a good way, yeah.
What do they
So,
call that? And
It's
when
not
you
the
have
happy trail. Happy trail's in the
Maybe
front.
someone could tell
no,
us.
when you
like,
have a tattoo on the back, they call
that's
that
a
tramp stamp.
But right there, if that's got like a patch of hair, boing.
Sexy, yeah.
So when I'm scratching people's back, that's exactly what I'm scratching.
Ah, there you go.
Is that
Specifically.
Is that just a happy trail?
A back happy trail.
I heard in college. I heard it was called
trail.
the
A back
sin.
trail? I don't know.
It was called the sin patch because unless you were committing sin, you'd never see it.
That's right.
You guys are very unfocused.
Sin.
I was just giving a back scratch, and you went all over the place.
Okay.
So
Well,
do you have
Vito,
a back
scratch?
Vito, your
my
your
back
back is
scratch. I was
isn't
just
scratched.
joking.
Whose back are you going to scratch?
Well, I'm
Squirrel.
scratching. I'm going to scratch Wolfgang. 'cause
Yay, Wolfgang.
He
Who's
helped
still
us
naked.
keep on 10-minute topics tonight, which was amazing.
He's a really good
We did a really
counter.
good job.
Without the use of his blowgun.
Yes, our illustrious producer.
And I also
whatever.
want to back scratch Mark and Steve. They had this awesome party on Saturday afternoon, right?
Yes, day before Easter.
And you make an egg. Of course, I left my egg, and one of the agreements of going to the party was to make sure you take your egg, and I forgot.
I
Well,
didn't
it's
get
not
an invite.
just taking your egg; it's actually decorating an egg.
Well, I
too.
decorated an egg, and then I was supposed to take it. Mine was a Jesus egg.
Is this a VIP
Was it a
bear club?
hunky
Because I didn't get
Jesus?
an invite.
No, I've known Mark for years,
Okay.
and I feel very honored that he invited me. So
Sounds fun. Maybe next year.
yeah. And then I want to back scratch my buddy Kenny. His birthday is this Sunday, and he doesn't know this, and he's not going to hear this. I told him that I got an airplane flight the weekend after, so I'd spend time with him next week. He doesn't know that I'm actually driving down this weekend because I rented a car.
Surprise.
I want to surprise him
Excellent.
for his birthday on Sunday. So
Oh, that's awesome.
big back
That's-
scratch to Kenny.
That's a great back
Yeah,
scratch. for
Kenny.
him.
Hopefully, he's not going to Coachella.
No, he isn't
No.
going anywhere actually.
Yeah, he's grounded.
Okay.
Okay. So Tim, not
Tim
Mike.
needs back scratches.
Yes, back scratches to James, to Anderson, Dave, Mark, and Steve also for the egg party. Always a great time. Mikey and Randy, Vito, Mike, Clay, Wolfgang, all you guys
In the house.
having a great time.
Well, good.
Good.
That's very sweet.
You guys are loosened up a little bit tonight. I like it.
Yay.
It's
I
only going to get better.
Still wish the lights could be dimmed and we could still function. These lights
We can
make
turn
me
out the lights
tired.
and do
We-
candles.
we could have turned out the lights. You didn't say
no,
anything.
just some dimming light.
Oh.
These lights like make me go.
We should all bring our camping lanterns.
It's the first
That'd be
time I've
great.
heard of this.
Really, because I like
It's the
mood
two
lighting.
switches right there. We could turn one off.
I'm like light and erotic. I'll
right.
walk into your house and change your lighting in your room.
Well, on that note,
I know not to invite you
Wow.
over.
let's say goodbye or something.
Till next time.
I don't know.
What
Smell
was your
you later.
suggestion? 1, 2, 3, see ya.
1, 2, 3, see ya maybe, or
How about we try that all together
Adieu.
for the first time
Adieu.
live?
Adieu.
Let's try it.
Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
Homosexuals.
So long,
Homosexuals.
farewell.
or we could just say
Wow.
random things and then I could just fade it out when I edited it. And just
Smell you later,
edit it out.
Vito.
Well,
Smell you later, Tim.
I don't know. Sure,
Poop.
whatever.
1, 2,
Smell
3,
you
poop.
later, Clay.
1, 2, 3, boop.
1, 2, 3, everybody poops.
And this has been episode 002.
Bye.
The bear element.
Erected in 2012.
visit us at bearelement.com.